Everyone knows that today's market is terrible and it's basically everybody's drowning right now. We're just trying to keep our head above waters. With that said, here are 5 ways to lower your cost per mile and your cost of operation in this market. If you implement these things, you'll be able to make more of a profit even on these small loads. Every cent matters, and I highly recommend everybody do what I'm about to say. Number one is work on learning fuel efficiency strategies. So what is fuel efficiency strategies? It's things that can save you on your miles per gallon, stuff like using cruise control, stuff like regularly doing maintenance and looking at your truck and making sure everything's good, working on the tires, making sure tires are good, adding accessories to your truck that help with fuel efficiency and fuel mile per gallon, stuff like mud flaps, trailer wings, more stuff that make the trailer aerodynamic. You add these things, and if you implement this within your team, whether you're an owner operator or you're a fleet, and you make sure your drivers are being as fuel efficient as possible, you will see a decrease in your cost per mile for fuel, and an increase, sorry, in your fuel mile per gallon, which is going to save you tons of money in the long run. Load optimization. All right, when you get on the load board, I know a lot of you guys are on the load board, even though I'm telling you guys not to be on the load board. When you get on that load board, or your dispatcher gets on the load board, make sure you plan these loads good and thinking ahead. All right, if you ran that lane before and you know the terrain is rocky and it's an uphill climb for the most part, don't take a heavy load going there because that's gonna kill your mile per gallon, your miles per gallon. Not only that, but think of things like weight. Okay, make sure your dispatcher knows this. Think of things like weight. You don't want a heavy load. You want to keep that as light a load as possible. And from what I'm seeing, and all you owner ops out there can correct me, it's looking like, at least for a while, it's been this way. The best way to, I guess, survive in this industry is those short runs that pay okay, right? You're not hitting home runs, but it's looking like the only way to survive is to, I guess, get to first base, hit a single. And what that looks like in the industry is short runs consistently that are paying decent in today's market, right? There's no way around that. Short runs seem to be the go-to right now. Consider fuel, consider weight, consider everything when it comes to load planning. Number 3 is maintenance. Okay, you have to be getting to the problems within your equipment before they get to you. Okay, not only that, but I highly suggest everybody, learn how to do basic maintenance on your truck. You shouldn't be going to the mechanic for everything. It sucks to say it, but you're a truck driver. Yes, you shouldn't have to be doing repairs on your truck, but in this industry, it's no holds barred. You got to do whatever you got to do. So if that means you spending a couple hours a day on YouTube while you're resting, while you're parked, and just learning how to do some basic maintenance on your truck, on your equipment, that alone is going to save you thousands of dollars every year. And then of course, I recommend every month or every 2 months, take your truck to the shop. Okay, build a relationship with that mechanic. Take your truck to the shop and make sure everything is good. Like I said in the past couple ones, tire pressure, all this stuff, going up hills, heavy loads, is gonna put wear and tear on your truck. You want to make sure your truck is surviving and it isn't getting too damaged with the wear and tear that you put on it. Number 4 is driver efficiency and training. This kind of goes in with number 1 and 2. You have, as a boss, you have to tell your drivers how you want them to operate your equipment, especially if they're not owner ops and they are not leased on. They're in your equipment. You have to be the man in charge. You have to control it. Tell them how you want them to operate. Do not touch the gas pedal while you're going downhill. No need to. Do not take, if they self-dispatch, do not take certain loads above 40,000 pounds. Okay, all this. Do not grind the gears. Don't hurt the truck. Don't hurt the equipment, because after some time of hurting the equipment, that's gonna lead you to the shop, and we already know what those maintenance fees are. Those mechanic fees, $8,000, $10,000 just for stepping in the shop, right? So make sure you are a boss and you're a good owner, and you tell your drivers how to use your equipment. Number 5, financial management. This is probably the most important part out of this short clip, is the financial management part. I stress it so much. You guys are businesses, okay? You should not just be running on a whim. First things first, you should know your cost per mile. No way around it. You should know it like the back of your hand. Second, You should know your profit margins. Third, you should every quarter have financial statements made up. It's real simple to do. If you want to do it yourself or you want to pay an accountant or hire a CFO, real simple to do. Make up financial statements, the statement of cash flow, income statement, balance sheet. Those are the three main ones. If you can do that every quarter, you will have a screenshot of your company's performance, expenses, where the money's coming from, how much you made, how much you lost, how much you paid every driver, everything. You'll be able to see everything at a glance. How is that going to help you? That's going to help you because you'll be able to look at it and cut slack wherever you have to. You can go to a driver, hey, why is your miles per gallon substantially higher this month than the last month? What are you doing that's different? Why is it lower? That's going to save you thousands. Whether you do it yourself or you hire somebody, you need those financial statements every quarter in order to know where your company is at and where you can improve. My company does it for owner ops. We complete and set up the financial statements every quarter. So if that's something you'd be interested in, reach out to me or do it yourself. To those of you guys that stay to the end, one more thing that would decrease your cost per mile are fuel cards. Now everybody knows about fuel cards. Everyone has a fuel card. This is not new information. But as I tell all my regular clients, because I am an accountant, I'm a tax accountant and advisor, I tell them do not just get any credit card on the market. There are certain credit cards that will benefit you more than others. And each person's situation is different. Same thing applies to fuel cards. Not all fuel cards are made equal. No one I know has a really good fuel card. I'm telling you just from my knowledge of it. I don't get any kickback if you guys purchase a fuel card or not. Do what you want to do. It's a good fuel card. I think it's like $1 off or something like that. Great fuel card. Don't quote me on the exact percentage, but I remember it being a really great fuel card. If not the NOAA fuel card, I recommend Mudflap. Mudflap has some good deals, but you should go shopping around for fuel cards consistently. This is going to save you thousands of dollars a year if you get a good fuel card and you use it to your advantage. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, short video. I'm going to keep posting stuff like this, tips to help owner ops, help carriers, help dispatchers, and help everybody in the industry. We're all suffering. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment, like, and share the video.